So I'm live right now. So we're gonna wait until the 5 minute mark. Hello, one person. Hard. Right now I got these nice bagels right here. I couldn't find cream cheese, so I got this port rind wine cheese spreadable. Smell like crafts. And I went to the store hungry, so it's not the same as cream cheese. See how this tastes like. All right. It's whatever. Shopping. Wow. I'm eating a bagel, and the cheese is called port wine. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it is kind of ew. But I came to the store hungry, so I got other stuff too. But I was really hungry. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look. What's with the title? What's wrong with the title? Say what I said. I guess we're gonna have like an adult conversation. Oh man, I'm 20 seconds late. What's up there, you guys? Your man Joe. Glenn Rogers, the file that you need to know. And today we're going to be getting into the discussion of what was the title? What was the title? My husband loves it. Let me get a drink of water. Let me just. Well, I'm late. Sorry. Okay. The reason why we're having this discussion is because I was watching a Fault 600 video where it was a video that's called Gates to Heaven or Heaven Gate or something. It was just one particular part that stood out to me. It was that this woman was walking up into the gates of heaven to see if they're going to, see if she's going to be entered in. She didn't get in because she was practicing sodomy or anal and oral sex, and cast her into the bottomless pit. I'm sorry, I'm really hungry, y'all. Do I celebrate it? No. I don't really care for too much for holidays. Nothing much from Nipsey. Wait, have I? Last time that I checked, no, I was kidding. Okay, about the video and stuff like that. So what really intrigued me is the statement of my husband loves it. Is because when you're in the faith, and especially in the faith, and and you hear especially when you get married, you hear the words, husbands love your wives as Christ loves the church, and wives submit unto your own husband as you do unto the Lord. Now, what's interesting is that even though in this channel I've been saying like, hey, let's see if we can get some likes on this channel. I got 6 people watching this. Come on, let's get some likes up. I lost my train. I should have said something after that. And and especially within the faith, when you get married, you hear the statements of husbands love your wives as Christ loves the church, and wives submit unto your husbands. Wives submit unto your own husband as you do unto the Lord. Husbands love your wives as Christ loves the church. What's interesting is that in this channel, I talk about, I don't know if you guys can hear me, where I talk about, my experiences about what are my, the experience of, about makeup, weaves, and stuff like that. And I tell, a lot of sisters, but regardless if they're married or single, to get rid of that stuff and remove that stuff. And one of the times, even though oftentimes in this, I guess you can say like ministry, where married women would I tell them about about makeup, get rid of it, they were most oftenly would say, my I can't because my husband loves it. And if your husband loves you putting on makeup and weave and stuff like that, he's cheating on you. I don't want to sound like Derek Jackson, but he is, well, maybe spiritually, but yeah, he is theoretically cheating because you're pretending somebody that you're not. And husbands need to understand, especially since there are going to be the head of the household. You know, yeah, he needs to know these things, especially when the things come into the home, especially not to, especially if people who live there as well. Do I think that a man should have his wife put on makeup and stuff? No. I mean, a husband should have his wife put on makeup and stuff? No. I don't think so, because it still belongs to the Marine Kingdom and to the kingdom of Satan. That's where it originated. So I do believe that husbands especially need to be more stronger within this field, especially in their spiritual life, because you cannot have your wife out here looking like how worldly women, and if you're trying to live holy as well. I said what I said. Now I know there's going to be now, as far as the intimacy wise, I know that about okay. Husbands, love your wives as Christ. Please, Lord, please help me. Please, Yeshua, please help me. And sorry, I was looking at the comments. I think that this is a real issue because, since you have a submitted wife that will literally do, and I mean literally, do anything for you and so on and so forth. But there's still things that you also need to know about if it's spiritually right. Hello? Like for an example. Now in this channel I also talk about humans about oral sex is wrong, even if it's in marriage. Some husbands may say well, I still want to have oral sex because even though it's a sin, I still want to do it. Why would you want to put your penis where teeth is? It's still wrong. It's still wrong. Ladies, you too. Putting your genitals where teeth is also as well. It's still wrong. But the difference is that you still want to continue on doing it, not just, oral, but anal as well. It's not designed for that. Even though you can have your genitals up against the wall, it'll feel good. It'll still feel good. I wouldn't recommend anybody to do it, but it still feels good because your genitals is the most sensitive parts. So it's still a sin. It is still a sin. I don't know who husband needs to hear this. Anal and oral sex is a sin because it's not designed for that. Well, I like it. I like to have I like to have my serving. I like it. No. The only reason why you wanted to do it is because when you was at a very young age, you was watching pornography. Somehow, some way, you was just got into watching pornography, and you wanted to do the same way how the porn videos or the images that you saw. You wanted to do it the same way. Like my studio production said, there's no kid in the mouth. You just wanted to come in some gums. You just wanted to come in some gums, you know. And I think it's kind of a bit of a scary situation, especially let's say another example. If let's say your wife, and I've heard this from women as well. I mean, from many other variations, but I heard this from women as well, that women who are we'll get to that. We'll get to that. What I just said. That they're going to leave their wife because they don't do that anymore. Like what? So you're going to give up your beautiful wife all because your wife has gotten the conviction of the Holy Spirit or Yeshua or the Father Himself that oral or anal is that it is a sin. And your wife probably was dealing with the conviction for probably, I don't know for how long, but she probably feeling the conviction for the longest. And now that she brought it up to your attention, you wanted to have a hissy fit because your flesh wanted them. Because you got emotional in your flesh, I guess you could say. And now that and now that you're throwing a hissy fit, now you wanted to divorce your spouse because you don't want it to come in their gums or give it a pain in the anal. You want to divorce somebody else. And now this is why I kind of hate this statement of if one person doesn't do it, another person will. I hate that, especially when it comes into marriage. Because that is very stupid. The idea, not the people, but the idea of it is stupid. I mean, there is some truth in certain situations, but something like this, no. You can't remarry. You can't get with another person. That's adultery. That is an adultery. And husbands need to be held accountable to. I know in this channel I get on women about putting on weaves and makeup and stuff like that, but husbands, you need to be held accountable to this as well. You need to be held to, because you're putting not just only you possibly putting your wife in danger for something like this. All because you got emotional in your flesh. At least pray about it. At least pray about it before you start throwing up a hissy fit, because you are the man of the house. You're the man of that house. I was like, okay, my wife feels this way. All right, let me go see the Lord, see what's going on. Especially you trying to divorce your wife. That's a scary thing. Over nothing. Because you had a porn fantasy. All because you had a porn fantasy. That's just what it is. A fantasy. That's just what it is. Let's look up, before we get into something else. Let's look up, since the only way for you to divorce is for sexual immorality. Let's look up sexual immorality. Definition: sexual immorality. Biblically, sexual immorality is defined as activity in the realms of sexual, of course, that lies outside of marriage. That lies a marriage relationship or biblical marriage relationship is defined as one man, one woman. Okay. But it still doesn't take it away. still doesn't take away. That's your wife. That's your beautiful wife. Okay, let's say this. Like, let's say one day you guys been going like anal and oral, especially it's just one sided. The husband likes to gets the oral, and he wants to do the anal stuff to his wife. Let's say if that opened doors into your marriage. Let's say if one day your wife comes to you, say, she wanted to do the same thing that you've been doing to her, and you're wondering where did she get that idea from? You got to be careful, fellas. You got to be careful. Now, I'm letting everybody know this is not as like some, oh, he's pandering to women. No, I'm not picking sides. This is about what's right. And some of y'all are scaring your wives because you got emotional in your flesh because she doesn't want to do anal or oral anymore. Stop that childish. Stop that childishness. And now you want to deprive her from sex because of that. Let's see if we can get some likes up. I got 3 people liking this video, liking this live stream. Let's see. I got 7 people. Come on, let's see if we can get 7. Let's get 5. Let's see if we can get 5. This is a real thing. Yeah, I know. I said that's why I said 18 plus. Yeah. Husband, love your wives as Christ loves the church. What does that really mean, actually? Have you ever thought about that? Like, what does that mean? Like, husband, love your wives as Christ loves the church. So so the real question that we have to ask ourselves is that how does Christ love church? How does the Christ loves the church? Pretty sure that he probably try his best way to stay away from evil and try to avoid staying away from how the pagans or the heathens would do it. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna stay here for too long. I think I kind of said what I want to say. Any questions for anybody? Any questions? Because I really want to save. I really want to say start set. I really want to, you know, yeah. Without holiness, no one will see him. Exactly. So try not to, do evil with your wives, husbands. Try your best not to do that. Okay? Love your wife. Okay? Just know that she can go to a shop and buy the same thing that you got. Okay, that's not the best way to go about that, but yeah. So husbands, this one geared towards for you. I rebuke you if I rebuke you if you because you don't want to because you want to divorce your wife because she doesn't want to do anal or oral sex with you no more, and rebuke you that you just need look like you just need correction. Not look, I'm sorry, but that was a wrong. That was wrong. Correct. That was wrong. That was the wrong mindset. But you look like just don't do that. Just don't do it ever again. Don't scare your wives. Okay. Don't also forget in the words speak of so that your prayers may not be hindered. Don't forget that. I think what was that? So your prayers may not be hindered. Don't forget about that, husbands. Don't forget about that. All right, you guys. Probably be here until it reaches like 30. Like when the clock strikes 30, that's when I head out. And I feel like nobody really talks about this as well. Like we can tell women to take off their makeup and stuff like that, but if the husband make it a lot harder, then yeah, it's just gonna be falling on deaf ears. Ain't everybody quiet? Now, John got something to say? Everybody out here quiet, man? Come on, say something. God bless your mom. You too. 3 days of darkness, huh? We'll see. It'll be interesting. Be an interesting thing. I ain't going nowhere anyway. I'm not going outside right now. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. All right. It's your man, Joe.